2, 1. Alright, this is Steven and David with Apple iPhone Reviewers, and today we're going to be doing a kind of like an argument for the top 10 apps on the App Store Marketplace.
Hey, debate, Steven.
Okay, so he is joining us via Skype, just for those of you. Great program. Alright, so David, what would you say is your, well, I guess your 10th app, your best 10th, I don't know how to really phrase that, but I guess your worst app. We'll start there.
Well, Steven, if I was to look at my most expensive apps and put them in categories from 1 to 10, I would most likely put Skies of Glory at number 10, simply because the fact that it costs about, I believe, $6.99 in the App Store, and then it makes you pay for extra planes. I think that takes away a lot from the game, and yeah, that wasn't the best buy, because also once I bought it, I just didn't really end up playing it that much. So Skies of Glory is my number 10 worst app.
And contributing to the 10th worst app, I would go ahead and say, if I can even get the app name here, but basically it's this crappy webcam app called Ira Pro or whatever, and it's $899, and I don't believe you got this app, but wow, one of the worst apps I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, besides the price, I would definitely say the worst working app would definitely be Skies of Glory. So, going on to 9th, what would you say, David?
My 9th place would most likely be Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, simply because it's $9.99 in the App Store, and the game itself is absolutely nothing like the Grand Theft Auto we all know and love. It's very stick-like, and it has aerial view to it. It is a very bad game in my opinion, and it is definitely not worth $9.99, which I luckily didn't have to pay because a friend of mine was able to give it to me for free. But the fact that it's even out there for that price is just completely not acceptable in my opinion, because
yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I have that app as well, and I mean, why even bother making a game like that? I mean, it's just so close to being good.
It's a big title.
Yeah, you really expect more. You really do.
It's that too, and the fact that it's a big title tends to people gravitate towards those big titles when they end up not even being that good. Because that game just happens to be a 100% copy from the DS version, and we all know the DS games are mediocre.
Yeah, and addition of stick figures. I mean, come on, like you can do better than that. Rockstar games.
Absolutely.
Or Activision, sorry.
What about you? What about you, Steven? What would your 9th game be or app?
I think you just might be that same one. Yeah, it's Gangster. So on the 8th one, I want to go ahead and
take Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto by far the 9th.
Okay.
I would say my 8th. Now this is a really tough one, so I'm gonna let you take this one while I think of it.
My 8th one would most likely be The Sims 3 World Adventures.
That's mine. I literally just thought of that. Yeah. All right. Do you want to go into why before I get started?
The Sims 3 World Adventures, simply because I spent $7 on this, expecting it to be, at least somewhat like The Sims, which it was really, but it didn't give enough. Because I did everything I wanted to. I bought all the furniture I wanted to. I got the best promotion. I traveled everywhere I wanted to.
And it was short.
But then there was nothing else to do. So therefore, I mean, I got about a day's worth of entertainment from it, and then I just didn't play it anymore.
All right. So I got another Sims one that I didn't like. So I got SimCity, and I was very pleased with it. Great game. But then they made SimCity Deluxe, and I'm like, just WTF, guys. I mean, are you joking with this? No upgrade in graphics, just an upgrade in the menus, really. That's really all it is. And it kind of is just, shoving your face, buy this because it's the next one, in a way. I mean, it's just, why do you do this? I mean, it was just a total waste of money. So, I'm going to go ahead and start off with 7. So we got I'm just going to count that as 8. And I'm going to have to say Need for Speed Shift. Or since he doesn't have that, I'm going to go so we can have a little bit more interesting little thing and actually say, no, yeah, I'm going to go ahead with that. Need for Speed Shift is a great game. Great game. Don't get me wrong. It is a really good game. But the fact that you have to buy cars after you buy the expensive game is total ripoff. So, yeah, what's your 7th?
My 7th would be Warlords. It's a pretty popular computer game. I believe you don't have it either. But this game was $5 in the App Store when I bought it, and I believe now it's only $3. But this game was a great disappointment because the controls were very unresponsive and the graphics horrible.
Have you checked
once again, another waste of my money.
Have you checked a update on that?
Yes, I have, and no updates have come out that have really pleased me.
Wow, no updates. Wow, just another example of one of those games that is cheaper than on the Android, but just doesn't quite deliver. But then again, we got COD. So for a change of pace, because we're getting pretty far in, do you want to start doing a little reverse back up to 6 and start off from the top games? A little bit of a mix.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll start off.
I think maybe we should just continue on what we're doing right now because that wouldn't really matter.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and do one of the next one for 6, and I'm gonna have to say Asphalt 4. And I would say that because it's still kind of out there, but I really cannot believe they didn't kind of update Asphalt 4 with Asphalt 5, because when Asphalt 5 came out, it was pretty much an exact copy, and I happened to get it at that time, and it was kind of like a little bit of WTF until they started to update it. But in the end, it's a great game. So, but if you were one of those people that bought it in the beginning, you definitely had to bear with them. So that was definitely a mistake. So what about you, David?
My next game in the list would probably be a tie between Civilization Revolution and The Settlers. 2 strategy games, 2 that I've played on the PC, and 2 that I've really loved all my life.
Oh wow, yeah, those are
on PC.
I happen to have.
Yes, then I got on the iPod, and I saw them there, and I was really happy because finally these 2 titles were out on the iPod. I was wrong to be happy because
those graphics and interface is so awful. Just
awful.
I happen to think the same thing. I love those games on the PC, but wow, don't even bring them here if you're gonna put out crap like that.
One was too complex. One's graphics were horrible, and both graphics were horrible.
All right, we're starting to run tight on time, so we're gonna try to speed it up a little bit. But
yes.
Yeah, definitely graphics. Bought it from the PC, but wow, just pretty much stabbed me in the foot right there. All right.
Yes, absolutely.
5th one. So this is about mid good, mid bad. So what do you think, David?
My 5th one is Splinter Cell.
Oh, interesting. You recently bought this game.
This game cost $7, and I recently bought it. And although it's a decent stealth game, it still has a lot of kinks in it that they haven't fixed. And the controls are okay, and it is a third-person shooter, so it's not my best buy, but it's a pretty good one.
So far these have been downloads, and this is actually a download because of it's just starting to prosper right there. But we look forward to see updates, and can't wait to hear back from the producers of that game. Alright, so on my fifth, it would be Monkey Ball 2. Because, well, again, simply they didn't incorporate the gyroscope in the iOS 4.0. So the iPhone 4 has a gyroscope. They didn't use it for a game that you pretty much heavily rely on tilting. So that was a big disappointment. And to add on to that, fifth would be Copter. Cheap, simple, but fun. So that is also, those are both downloads, but not quite good enough to be below 5. So, 4, I'd like to start off with this one if it's okay, David.
Yes, of course.
I would say Crash Bandicoot 2. It's really fun. One heavy downer right now is that Crash Bandicoot 1 is almost better. So, yeah, controls aren't too good, and they definitely incorporated the accelerometer pretty well, but graphics aren't too good, and they didn't control the game too well. It almost should be an 8, but I'm gonna put it there just for the heck of it. See what I get. All right, so I'll let you go from here, David.
My next game that I would put in there would be a tie between 3 different games, and or 2 different games. Sorry, Asphalt 5 and Sandstorm. Although they're 2 completely different games, they both have really the same level of entertainment. Sandstorm, it's an okay first-person shooter, and I mean it's one of the older games, so yeah, it's okay. Asphalt 5, it's missing things that I'd like to see in it. I'm not going to go into details simply because we're running out of time, but those would be my 2 for number 4.
All right, and I would kind of agree with that. And mine is a giant tie for 3, and that's going to be Doodle Jump, Doodle Army, MX Mayhem, Fruit Ninja, Sea Defense, Cartoon Wars, Sea Jump. It's basically a cartoon jump that's like a cat figure, and it's landscape mode. Love it. And Ant Wars and iCopter can go in that category. They all are really short. Pretty much a pick up and play game that does not have a lot of play. It has not a lot of play time, but a huge amount of replay. Meaning a week later you're gonna play it for like 2 hours, guaranteed, just guaranteed. All right, and what about you for 3? And we are at 12 minutes, so keep it short.
I would say I pretty much agree with you on that for most of those. But as far as my big games that come along with that, it would probably be Brothers in Arms 2. And that would be it. No, Brothers in Arms 2, along with Zombieville.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Sorry
yes,
about that.
And that would be my 3rd best ones, simply because they're both amazing games in their own way.
Okay, so this is a giant list for 2. It's going to be Gangster, Need for Speed Underground, Battle Bears. Not Battle Bears 1. Battle Bears 1 is, whoa, a huge step down, guys. Disappointed in you. And iMovies, Call of Duty. No, not Call of Duty. And yeah, that's it. So, what are yours, David?
For 2nd place, once again a tie between Trenches, Call of Duty, Nazi Zombies, Need for Speed Underground, and MX Mayhem. I believe that is it. All right. As well as.
Well, we're at 14 minutes, so we'll put some stuff that we missed in the description. All right. For number 1 would be Nova. It's exactly like Halo. Great graphics. COD Zombies. I'm gonna push up to number 1 and take it from number 2. Hawks. Insane graphics. Playing game. Gotta have it. And Plants vs Zombies, Angry Birds, and Gamebox. Just so much for the money. And yeah, you can take over, David. We got 30 seconds.
My number 1 is Call of Duty, Nazi Zombies. I'm sorry about that. Gangster.
All right, yeah, definitely Gangster's another good one. Brother in Arms 2, I would add in there, and Splinter Cell would be there if they fix their dang controls. So, if we do not run out of time, I am actually going to submit this. But let's go into a little bit of detail in your top one.